What's going on, everybody? This your man Lucky. I'm back with another one. So check this out, right? Somebody hit me up in the comment section and asked if I'm dealing with a woman who is aggressive or combative, should I leave? Now, I truly believe that, listen, if the only issue that you have with this woman is that she's combative or she's aggressive, right? If that's really the only issue that you have, I don't think it's worth leaving. I guess the severity of the combativeness, like what does it really look like? You know, does she start to get like overly disrespectful and start yelling and screaming and, you know, everything turns into a fight? Yeah, that's that right there. Yeah, I definitely get out of that situation, in my opinion. But I believe that you can change that behavior. People are going to treat you how you allow them to treat you. The only way she can treat you with that aggression or with that combativeness is if you allow it, okay? So that tells me that you're not addressing it. It could be several things going on, but that's the first thing that tells me is that you're not addressing the fact that she's combative. I'm not talking about y'all start arguing and all kind of stuff like that, man. If the level of combativeness is to where every time you say something or when you try to give instructions or I don't know, just whatever the case is, she just always got to come back and have something to say. And, you know, it turns into an argument, it turns into a big thing or whatever, man, that's bad. And she has no respect for you. She doesn't accept your leadership. You know, she doesn't trust your leadership or whatever the case may be. You have to address the combativeness. You can't let it slide. It doesn't work like that. It's low key. It's a form of disrespect, and you cannot allow a woman to disrespect you. Disrespect only gets worse. It only increases. You have to understand that. When you let it slide, it's only going to get worse. I'm telling you. Address the combativeness. Never argue with women, man. I'm telling you right now. Don't argue with them. If she always has to have the last word, man, there's no respect there. There's no respect. Listen, you have to understand this. Now, when she comes at you, right, with whatever aggression or combativeness that she comes with, address it right then and there. Don't get into a big argument. I don't know you. I don't know how you handle situations. Hold that masculine frame and just let her know, like, listen, nah, that's not what we're going to do. Or just let her know, listen, I don't appreciate you talking to me like that. You're not going to continue talking to me like that. And then she may try to come back with something, or who you think you are, whatever. Man, listen, again, man, if a woman respects you, she's not going to treat you like that. That woman does not respect you. Can you flip it? There are things that you can do to flip it. Now, do you have the ability to flip it? That's on you. It really depends on how she looks at you. Does she look at you like you a masculine man, or does she look at you like you a nice guy, like you a pushover? That could be part of the problem. You're too much of a nice guy and you allow this type of behavior. You don't want to get into it with her, so you just allow her to always always have something to say, but you got to shut it down. You have to shut it down. She does not see you as the dominant in a relationship, and that's the problem. She's the dominant in a relationship. There cannot be two dominant people in a relationship. Either you as a man are going to be dominant, or as the woman, she's going to be dominant. Look, to each his own. But if it's a problem, she doesn't respect you. Okay, she does not respect you, and you should not accept that type of behavior. Period. End of story. Ain't nothing else to say. Address it, man. Don't wait till later. Address it. Whenever she comes at you sideways, some type of way, man, you have to address it, okay? Now, listen, there could be two things, right? When you first got with this woman, I don't know how long y'all been together, but when you first got into this relationship, right, was she like that? Because that was definitely a red flag that you ignored and you accepted. You accepted it. And so now at this point, the relationship is going on to the point where now you're tired of it. So you accepted it in the beginning. You know, everything was kind of new. You was probably getting a little action, you know what I'm saying? So you was feeling good about it. So it was like, you brushed it off to the side because you getting what you want. You getting all that action all the time, getting that warm apple pie. So it's like, okay, it ain't no big deal. But now you've been in a relationship for a while, and now other things done happen, and now you ain't getting that apple pie like you used to and all that. So now the fact that she's combative is a problem. If you accepted it from the beginning, that's on you. If you did not address it from the beginning, that's on you. Flip it around, man. You have to address it. You're going to be in a much tighter spot right now trying to reverse the process. That's all you can do at this point. You have to slowly reverse the process. Address any and all levels of disrespect. That combativeness, that's not acceptable. In my opinion, it wouldn't be acceptable for me. And obviously, it's not acceptable for some people since I was asked the question. If you think the relationship is worth having, you think it's worth keeping, go ahead and try to reverse it. If you can't reverse it, then of course you have to get out of that situation, because I don't expect anybody, any man or any woman, to stay in a relationship where they're not being respected. Period. I don't care, man or woman. No, I don't think a woman should stay in a relationship when a man is not respecting her. Period. Any disrespectful behavior that you allow only invites more and new disrespectful behavior. Women, they can sense a man who's not strong. It takes strength for certain men to be able to stand up to a woman and say, hey, because I don't know your situation. See, I don't know your mindset. I don't know if you're the type of man that have an abundant mindset or a type of man that has a scarcity mindset. You might feel like, yo, you know what? This is the best woman that I ever had and I don't want to lose her. So I don't want to do anything that might offend her and make her feel some type of way. That could be a little bit of why you've been allowing, you know, this type of behavior. Again, guys, I don't know. I'm just trying to connect the dots and figure things out. You have to stop it in the tracks. And I'm not saying, man, you got to just go, I don't know, man, if y'all arguing about something, you got to go and pick up the refrigerator and throw the refrigerator at her or something like that. I ain't saying you got to go crazy or nothing like that, man. Try to get to the bottom of it. That's all you can do. Communication is key. Try to get to the bottom of it. Or if you're not the type of dude that, you know, you really communicate that well, then what you need to communicate is this: I don't tolerate disrespect. Do me a favor, man. Stop. Don't talk to me like that. You know what I'm saying? If she comes back to you like some kind of way, let her know. Like, hold up. Don't talk to me like that. Don't talk to me like that. And let her know. And then you just cut the conversation right there. Get back on track to whatever it is that y'all were talking about before she got combative. Or, I mean, the next step is, you know what I'm saying? See, for me, I'm just like, I'm not going to tolerate it. It's like, okay, for me, conversation over. If there's a way that, look, man, look, go to your room. I don't know, something, you know, whatever, something, but don't tolerate it. It's low-key disrespect. Now, if you met her, right, and in the beginning she was not combative, right? She was not like that. But over time, she became combative and aggressive and stuff like that, right? That could be on you. I mean, at the end of the day, it's all on you. What happened is she probably viewed you as being the dominant in the beginning. She respected you. You know, she held your leadership in high regard. But over time, you lost that edge. And it happens. Listen, man, it happens. It has happened to me. Over time, you're in a relationship, and then you just start getting comfortable in a relationship and all of that, man, and you fall off a little bit, man. It's, you know, you get lazy, man, and you start to show a little weakness here and there and stuff like that. And then, yeah, that woman will start to, you know, be combative and stuff like that, man. And you just accept it because you don't want to argue. You letting stuff slide and all that. But nah, so yeah, it could be on you. She no longer views you as that dominant guy anymore. All right, so you got to get that dominance back, man. You got to get that dominance back. Another thing too, though, and y'all not gonna like this one right here, man. A lot of times, man, when women are combative like that, man, it's usually something going on. Something back there is going on. People do what they do. Okay, if you've noticed a change in that woman, like she wasn't like that in the beginning, she hasn't been like that for a long time, and now all of a sudden, you know, she's acting combative and stuff like that, take an overall look at your relationship. Where is your relationship at? Are y'all at a good place? How is she acting when it comes to other things in a relationship? Because a lot of times, man, that could be a sign that she got something else going on with somebody else somewhere else. You understand what I'm saying? And what happens is all of that good energy, all of the good positive energy, all of that feminine energy that she has is going to somebody else, and you're getting stuck with the leftovers. She don't even want to be there with you. That's why everything is an argument or a fight, or everything is just combative. She don't even really want to be there with you. Take a deep dive into your relationship. If your relationship is kind of like on the rocks and stuff like that, or you starting to notice little changes other than, you know, her just being combative, that could be a key, man. That could be a key indicator that something else is going on. And so you really need to take inventory of your relationship, okay? Women treat the guy that they're attracted to, the guy that they really in love with, treat him good. And the guy that she can't stand, the guy that she doesn't respect, which is usually the main guy, she treat him bad. She don't want to be there. She resents you. She don't like being in that situation. And that's why you're going to start getting that negative energy. So you got to look at it, man. Look at the situation, man. Did the situation start out like that? If she started out combative, man, and you know, that was a red flag and you just overlooked that red flag and you chose not to look at it or whatever, that's on you. Second situation, man, slowly over time as a man, you got weak, man, you got lazy. And she started getting, you know what I'm saying? She started becoming a more dominant one in a relationship and you didn't address, you know, the disrespect, or you didn't address the aggressiveness. That's on you too. Lastly, man, take a look. Take a look at the overall situation. Take a deep dive into your relationship and look and see where it's at. You know what I'm saying? Is it A plus? Is it A plus? Is it a B? Is it a C minus? You know what I'm saying? Is it a D? What would you rate your relationship? Okay, depending on what you would rate your relationship, it's probably going to give you a key indicator. If you're starting to get this, you know, this aggression and stuff like that, it might be something else going on. So I'm just saying that, man. Look at all aspects. I don't know your exact situation, guys, but these are the you know, when it comes to aggressive women, when it comes to combative women, you got to deal with it, man. You got to deal with it right then and there, man. Don't let it slide, okay? Because it's only gonna get worse. All right, so hope everybody's good. Hope y'all like the content. If you did, do me a favor, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate it. And if you have any questions, leave it in the comment section or find me on Instagram. And I can kind of, I think I pay a little bit more attention to it. It's hard sometimes on YouTube to go through the comments and stuff, and sometimes, you know, stuff might slip my mind. But if you could you know, follow me on Instagram, and then you can hit me up with any questions that you have on Instagram. All right, and if you hit me with a good question, I'll try to answer any or all questions, man. But if you hit me with something good, man, I'll do a you know what I'm saying, I'll do some content on it, man. And if you hit me with something even better, man, if I got time, I'm gonna start going live. You know, I'll jump on there and do a live stream, you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, y'all, I appreciate your time, and y'all be safe out there. Peace.